Agriculture, no doubt, plays a significant role in the economic development in Nigeria. Agriculture, however, whether subsistence, primitive or crude, and mechanized, is the foundation for national development of any nation, Nigeria inclusive. It is because of the decisive role agriculture plays in Nigeria that Nigerian government needs to do everything possible to ensure development of agriculture as a major sector of the economy. Agriculture provides food for the consumption of human and domestic animals in the country at large. It also provides foreign and domestic earnings in terms of income to the farmers and government of a country. Agriculture sector also provides raw materials for local industry as well as foreign industries to the national government and international government. It also provides employment for teeming population and ensure food security of any nation, that is, if it is the mainstay of the economy. Experts, however, say with this role that agriculture plays, the government of Nigeria needs to take the following steps to ensure that it is put on its rightful place for sounding footing. These steps include adequate funding for the sector, provision of storage facilities, provision of good road network down to the rural areas or interior parts of the countries where farming activities is the main occupation, provision of agricultural inputs such as fertilizer, improved seedlings, provision of agricultural equipment such as tractor, combine harvesters, herbicides, WAPSAC, as well as weighing equipment to the farmers, if not for free or at a subsidized rate for the farmers. Farm settlement schemes and agricultural marketing board should be taken as priority by the government of Nigeria. The government should also take a step in construction of dams for irrigation farming where applicable. Effective legislation to integrate the rural communities or the grassroots will serve as impetus to the development of agriculture as a major sector of the economy. According to a study that examined the impact of agriculture sector on economic growth in Nigeria from the year 1981 to the year 2020, the study used multiple regressions. The variable under consideration were real gross domestic product as the dependent variable, while crop production, livestock production, forestry production, and fish production are the independent variables. The ordinary least square OLS technique was used in estimating the relationship between the dependent and independent variables. The research results crop production and livestock production have significant impact on economic growth in Nigeria. Forestry production and fish production, on the other hand, have no significant impact on economic growth in Nigeria. All the independent variables have positive relationship with economic growth in Nigeria respectively, which implies that as crop production, livestock production, forestry production, and fish production increases, real gross domestic product increase. There is no causality relationship between crop production and economic growth in Nigeria. There is no causality relationship between livestock production and economic growth as well in Nigeria. There is an unidirectional causality relationship flowing from forestry production to real gross domestic product between forestry production and economic growth in Nigeria. There is also no causality relationship between fish production and economic growth in the nation. Based on the findings of the work, the study recommends that there is the need for Nigerian government and its citizenry to concentrate their combined efforts towards increasing the productivity capacity of the crops, which aim of promoting food security and economic growth, among others. When public spending on agriculture in Nigeria is being benchmarked relative to public spending on other sectors, the value of the indicator for agriculture is lower than the values for all the other sectors, that is, the industry, construction, trade, and services. Also, careful examination of the pattern of public spending raises questions as to whether the allocation of resources in Nigeria is based on objective empirical criteria. With plans and policies laid down by President Muhammadu Buhari's administration in taking agriculture back to its rightful place, stakeholders in the agriculture industry are hopeful having a more robust sector which will take pride in its place of being the most contributing sector of the economy as it used to be in the past with the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu food sustainability drive.